I often idealize Japan. And maybe that's exactly why it matters to me to talk today about what I believe doesn't work there. Because idealization is always about the surface. Cleanliness, order, politeness, aesthetics, the feeling that everything is designed the right way. But when you stop looking at Japan as a tourist and start living and working inside the system, you begin to see not only the light, but the price that light is paid for. And that price is the human being. There's one thing that explains a lot, yet is rarely talked about. Japanese corporate culture is deeply panic-driven, not emotional panic, systemic anxiety. There's a deadline, there's time, there are resources, the work is moving forward, and yet the atmosphere feels like everything is about to collapse. Constant overchecking, endless clarifications, fear that something might go wrong, fear that someone above will be unhappy. This isn't stress for results, it's panic for self-preservation. Because in this system, a mistake isn't part of the process. A mistake means losing face. And losing face is worse than delivering a bad result. So no one wants to be the person who makes the decision. It's safer to schedule another meeting, write another report, get one more approval, even if it slows everything down and makes the outcome worse. This is where everything else begins. Once a plan is approved, reality stops mattering. Even if circumstances change, even if it becomes obvious the decision isn't working, even if everyone knows it, changing the plan is a risk, and risk is more dangerous than the problem itself. So the system prefers to lose correctly rather than win in an unconventional way. Procedure matters more than results. Form matters more than meaning. That's why everything looks proper, yet somehow doesn't work. In Japanese corporate culture, work is often not about outcomes. It's about presence. You can be efficient. You can finish tasks quickly. But if you leave on time, you look suspicious. What matters isn't what you did. It's how many hours you stayed. Reports for the sake of reports. Meetings for the sake of meetings. Overwork in Japan isn't an emergency measure. It's the default expectation. No one tells you, stay late. They simply create a situation where leaving on time feels shameful. The phrase, we're a team, is often used to justify the absence of boundaries. Unpaid hours, silent expectations, an unspoken demand to sacrifice yourself. There's no honor in this, no pride, only burnout, and poor management wrapped in moral language. At some point, it stops being just a job. When they start controlling, when you arrive, how you look, how you smile, how you bow, how long you spend in the restroom. When even a bathroom break is monitored, this is no longer work culture. It's a culture of submission. A person slowly stops belonging to themselves. They become a function. People in suits asleep on trains and sidewalks. And the scariest part? No one is shocked anymore. This has become the background of the city. When exhaustion becomes normal and collapse becomes routine, the system has crossed the line long ago. People often ask, why don't they just quit? Because it's not that simple. Fear of losing face, fear of falling out of the hierarchy, fear of instability. This isn't consent, it's survival. People don't choose this system, they adapt to it, because leaving it comes with punishment. This model once worked, in another era, in another world, and there were good reasons for it back then. But the world has changed, and Japanese corporate rules largely haven't. The tension between modern reality and outdated logic keeps growing. Is there hope? Still yes. I don't want to end this without hope, because a new generation is growing in Japan. People who are less willing to tolerate meaningless suffering, are less afraid of quitting, value personal boundaries more, and don't see pain as a virtue. Maybe they're the ones who will slowly begin to change the system from within. I still idealize Japan, but idealization shouldn't silence honest conversations. Because loving a country doesn't mean closing your eyes. It means wanting it to become better. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you've worked in this kind of corporate environment, I'd really appreciate it if you shared your experience in the comments.